Hi, this is Yash. Welcome to episode 3 of my podcast. Today we're going to be talking about brain rot.
You want to tell people who I am?
This is E. Bradshaw.
Yes. Am I your guest today?
Yeah, you're my guest.
Okay. Hi, Yash. Good to see you, as always.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. It looks like you have a lot going on here. What's happening?
We're going to be discussing some world problems.
Okay, because that's what your show is about, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's the problem we start off with?
It's brain rot.
What is brain rot?
It's content that is extremely addictive, and it's used to describe those lacking proper, brain cells.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sounds horrible.
Well, is it bad for, I guess by the name it's bad for you, but why? Why is it bad for you?
It's really bad for people. It's a very addicting content. Like, have you ever seen a TikTok video that has both a Subway Surfers and Family Guy footage?
Like 3 different things happening on one screen?
Yes, on one screen.
Yes, I don't know how people look at it. It makes my brain hurt.
Yeah, those videos are designed to bring maximum attention.
I mean, who could look at that stuff, though? Who's looking at it? Little kids?
Yeah, the people who usually consume brain rot are typically kids.
Oh, so what are we supposed to do to stop them?
We try to limit screen times. Have you ever heard of an iPad kid?
Yes. What's the iPad kid?
That's what people on TikTok call a kid who is addicted to an iPad.
And how do you know they're addicted?
When did it become so popular for iPads to be such a popular device to give to kids?
When did they come out? What year did they come out?
They came out in 2010.
I think that's when they became addictive to kids, like that first year. I didn't get one for my son until he was 8.
Yes, iPad kids already started becoming popular as soon as it came out. There were videos on YouTube. There was this video on YouTube of 2010 of a 3-year-old having a tantrum over getting his iPad taken away.
And that was in 2010
when it was brand new.
Wow. So I can't even imagine what's going on now because kids don't even want to read anymore.
And now iPads, it's gone way too far. Have you heard of it's about their kids are consuming a lot of brain rot content.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do we do? Are we supposed to how do you stop your kids from using, their iPad?
Don't use YouTube Shorts. Have you ever heard of kids media on YouTube called Skibbity Toilet?
Did you? Skibbity Toilet. I did.
It's a very, very popular series on YouTube Shorts about a head in a toilet.
You showed it.
And the main audience is typically kids, and it's very addictive.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. When I saw that, after our session, I left and I went to go research. There's a bunch of those videos, and it's just a head in the toilet.
Yes.
Okay. Is it that kids are bored? Why don't kids go outside? And I don't think of you as a kid because you're almost 17 years old.
I think the reason why kids can't read in school, maybe because of the COVID, but it also could be because of brain rot, because of those iPads.
All right. So how do we fix it?
We don't know I don't know how to fix it, on what's wrong with this, on how we can limit, just to make sure the next generation doesn't get raised with iPads.
That's a good solution. Look at the camera and say, don't raise your kids with iPads.
Don't raise your kids with iPads.
Good job.
So now let's talk about, why do older people find their teenage years the best, whereas younger people find their childhood the best?
Okay. As an older person, I can tell you my childhood felt good in my body, but I'm happier as an adult. Mm-hmm. I didn't like being a teenager or a young kid. It was I liked college. College was absolutely fabulous, but high school kind of was trash, and I didn't like elementary school too hot either. Yeah. So I'm probably an exception. I don't really care about my younger years are not as great as my older years, but I feel like you're either you love your older or you love your younger. What do you say about that?
Maybe younger.
You like being younger?
I mean, it depends on the kind of person, but I normally, when I go on TikTok, I've even seen videos called of people millennials are romanticizing the year 2007 when they were in high school, and I saw this video called it's 2007 and like a hair scrunching, and she was 15 that year, and she always makes like 2000s nostalgia, like late 2000s, mid 2000s nostalgia.
Right.
When she was a teenager in high school.
I'm a Gen X, and I have nostalgia about the 90s. Like the 80s and the 90s were the best for music. I mean, I just think it was a different world because we didn't have phones.
Because I've seen people in like their mid 30s, they always talk about high school. Like when I watched a video called 2011 Nostalgia, someone in the comment section said 2011, high school. They're always making videos called when I was in high school, we were talking about, they're always saying like high school.
Like it was so great.
Like they're always talking about how it was the best time of your life. And a lot of movies and TV shows show them like romanticizing, and then they show them having fun, and it depicts high school as a fun place.
Name one of those movies that make high school look fun.
I don't really know, but even videos called you thought high school would be fun when it was not.
It's a hashtag?
Yeah, it depends. But like people on social media, I've always seen people in like who were in high school, in the 2000s. That's the era they are usually the most fond of. Meanwhile, I noticed how people in their early 20s are mostly nostalgic towards, late 2000s, early 2010s, when they were like 7 years old, I know.
Right. I mean, do you talk to older people like in my generation? What did the Gen Xers?
Like millennials. I'm talking about.
Why don't you talk to Gen Xers?
But it depends on like the millennial. But like on the internet, when I look up like 2000s nostalgia, and a lot of people are like people born in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah. On a lot of 2000 nostalgia videos, and talked about that was the best time of their life.
Maybe you'll talk about 2011 as like some of the best time of your life.
I mean, a lot of people who are usually nostalgic for 2011, I've usually seen people in their early 20s, or late teens.
Okay. But you don't talk to the older people. Why?
No. I'm just talking about when I go on the internet.
Oh, okay. When you're online looking.
When I'm online, I've always seen I don't understand why older people romanticize high school.
Are you having a good time in high school?
I mean, it's really bland right now.
Right. Well, it's the summer too. But when you go back, like this is going to be your junior year, right?
Yes.
So is there anything that you get to do as a junior that you didn't get to do before? Like,
I can eat lunch outside of campus.
Oh, so they let you leave school for lunch?
Yes.
Is there anything around to go to?
They have a pizza place.
Okay. Do you think you're going to leave school to go out for lunch?
Yeah, sometimes, if I'm tired of the cafeteria food.
Is the cafeteria food horrible?
It's good. I like it. They have good pasta.
Oh. I don't think I've ever heard a kid say they like school food.
Most cafeteria food is trash, but sometimes it can be good.
Is this school, because you've been to a couple of schools, right? Is this school's lunch the best?
They have the pasta here is actually at the school cafeteria food. It's actually good. But yes, have you ever noticed this? How like older generations seem to find their teenagers the best, where younger generations seem to find their childhood the best?
Yes.
When I see people in their mid 30s on TikTok always romanticizing the 2000s when they were in high school. Meanwhile, I see people in like their early 20s. I've seen people who are in college right now always romanticize the late 2000s and early 2010s. They were like 7 years old,
Right. Well, I think people romanticize the time that they woke up because most people can't remember under 5. So between 5 and 10, people start to wake up, and then by teenagehood, your brain is functioning at a level it's never functioned before, and you're able to make decisions. Like at this point in your life, you could take care of yourself if you needed to.
Yes.
So you're grown in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I think when you first become grown, some people romanticize it because it's powerful.
Yes.
Do you feel powerful?
Yeah, I feel powerful.
That wasn't really convincing, Yashi. Do you really feel powerful?
Actually, no.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't feel very powerful, and I'm much older than you. So I don't know if it's an age thing, if feeling powerful is an age thing or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're also talking about peaking in high school.
Oh. Yeah, I'm so happy I did not peak in high school.
Like, why would you want to peak during the time where you had where you had so much homework? Where you had so much homework? You're telling me only those 4 years of your life were the best?
I feel sorry for people who say that because think about it. High school, you're in school in elementary school, middle school, high school until you're roughly 18 years old, let's say.
Yes.
But if you live to be 50 years old, how many years is that? What's 50 minus 18?
15 minus 18?
50. 50 years old minus 18 years old.
32.
It is 32. Okay. So you're saying that 32 years compared to 18 years, like, I want to be happy older.
Yes.
Because you're only a kid till you're 18.
Yes.
So if your younger years are your happiest years and you live to be 80 years old, so what you're telling me is you only had 18 good years and 87.
No, like you're telling me you only 4 years of your life were the best? How can you peak in high school? Like you still have
That's sad.
That's sad to peak in high school.
I think so. Do you think you're going to peak in high school?
No, I definitely do not want to peak in high school. I want to enjoy college.
I think you're going to have fun in college. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, but like time has been like flying by within a blink of an eye.
Yes, it has. What don't we have a topic here that's about college or something like? You want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah. Well,
okay, pass me the one we just talked about because we got to go through all of these.
And we're also talking about smartphones.
What do you think about?
Are
that?
smartphones actually ruining society?
I hate to say yes because smartphones help, but I also think that they're contributing to our first topic, which was brain rot.
Yes, smartphones are contributing to brain rot.
I mean, how do you send your kid, and I did it, to school in 7th grade? He has a smartphone. He had a 14 Pro Max. Isn't that like sending him to school with a TV, a computer, and everything that he can hide from his teachers and look at all day long?
Yeah, our smartphones ruining this our smartphones actually ruining society. That is why people have low attention spans. Kids don't play outside, along with iPad addictions.
I think so. Do you play outside?
No, I don't. I feel too old now.
Okay, but you used to.
Used to.
Okay. Huh. I don't feel too old to play outside, but I guess I don't play in the same way, but I go for walks and do you go out for walks or anything like that?
Not really anymore.
Where are you getting your exercise?
It's pretty boring these days.
Okay. But you did go on like a world tour of Europe.
Yes, I did.
So you can't, it's okay to have a little downtime before school starts, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you like your smartphone?
I'm too addicted to it. I should definitely limit it. I one time spent 15 hours on it.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I spend like every waking minute using it.
Do you think you're addicted to it?
Yes, I'm addicted to it.
But you're doing good now. You haven't touched it. Oh, I can't look at the time. But you haven't touched it for a little while.
Yeah, I haven't touched it for a while.
But are you feeling like, ooh, I need my phone?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, take that topic. Go to the next one. All right, what's next?
What was the best year of your life?
Wow. So while I'm thinking, you can say things to get us started because you got to have some filler. Like you can say, if you know when the best year of your life is, I can tell you mine while you're thinking about it. So you can say that on the mic. Oh, you don't know? I'll tell you mine, mine while you're thinking about it.
Okay. So the best year of my life is, I don't really have a best year of my life. I enjoyed this year so far, this summer so far.
Right. I guess I would say the best year of my life was... This is a hard question, Yash.
This is very hard for me.
Dag. Because I don't want it to be just about my kid, but when he was born, it was 2011. And you know what? It was 2008.
Okay.
It was when Obama became president.
Okay.
It was such a big deal because my family, everybody, we're black and we had never had a black president before.
Because he was the first African-American president?
Yeah, ever. And I remember the time leading up to the election and just the excitement in the community. It was a big deal. So I guess 2008 was my favorite year. You hear how we hear that in the mic?
Yes.
Okay. Did you figure out what yours was yet?
Okay. I mean, I've heard a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people claim that 2016 was the best year of their life.
That's when Obama left. I don't like 2016. And that's when what's his face came in.
Because a lot of people were too young to remember 2008.
Oh, you're probably too young to remember 2008.
And a lot of people say that it was the golden era. A lot of people refer to 2016 as the greatest year ever.
They do?
Yes.
Who says this?
Like, I even saw this video called, like, Everything Iconic About 2016, and they talk about the sports, the video games, like how we had the Summer Olympics, we had Harambe memes.
Harambe! I remember
And also the most special thing about that year was everyone was outside playing Pokemon Go.
I even played Pokemon Go. I remember. Was that 2016?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. I didn't realize that.
The summer of 2016. That's a lot of people refer to it as the golden era and the peak of humanity.
Oh gosh. I hope not. I hope we get better than that.
Because I mean, I remember it, and that every single summer I've heard people say, "Oh, this summer's going to be like 2016."
I don't remember it like
People
that.
say this every year. This summer's going to be like 2016, or like it's not the same as 2016.
It was a good summer. I remember I did some shows in the Eugene O'Neill Theater. I had a good summer, I think, but I don't recall it being that great. Can we pause for a minute?
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Yashi's World out.